If I wanted to start out my career as a software engineer today, a lot of my friends would try to talk me out of that decision. They would mean well, they would make fun of me. But at the end of the day, the software engineering skill set is something that we're still going to very much need in order to build the future, but we just need to alter the roadmap a little bit in order for it to be AI first. And that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. The roadmap is going to be divided into 4 separate stages. First of all, the foundations, then the core AI skills, then we're going to take a deeper dive and learn some heavy-duty machine learning concepts, and finally, we're going to wrap it up with learning some of the frameworks and tools we need to become an AI-first engineer. So without further ado, let's get started. And this is not a matter of opinion. To make your life easy for you, you want to start with a programming language that is a first-class citizen in the world of AI, that is Python. And I would then use Python to learn the basics of data structures and algorithms, but I wouldn't sweat it too much with learning how to solve really difficult LeetCode style questions because the LeetCode grind is going to go away. Understanding version control with Git and GitHub is extremely critical, especially in today's day and age where IDEs will make changes willy-nilly. You want to have a snapshot that works, that you can share with your colleagues and teammates when you're collaborating on a project. You'll also want a foundation in mathematics that helps you understand how neural networks work, and to that end, you're going to be learning probability, statistics, and linear algebra. At this stage, you also want to learn Jupyter so you can build live executable notebooks, and you want to be able to share those notebooks using Google Colab. The projects that you should work on at this stage can be super simple. You can write a scraper for really static web pages, or you can build a script that works as a calculator. Just a little something to get your toes wet. Okay, moving on. Stage 2. When it comes to shipping features and building apps, AI code generation models are going to be running circles around you. But when it comes to setting up data pipelines and training neural networks, human input is still very, very critical. And those are the skills that we're going to focus on next. You're going to learn how to clean up and manipulate data using pandas and NumPy. You're going to learn how to build supervised and unsupervised machine learning models with scikit-learn. And then you're going to learn how to deploy those models and expose them using FastAPI and Docker. At this stage, you should be able to use your Jupyter notebooks to build simple price prediction models, for example, models that predict housing prices, and you should be able to build simple recommendation systems that take in a data set of movies and preferences and give you a movie recommendation. Now, by the end of this stage, you should have a pretty solid foundation to become an AI-first software engineer, but we are going to take our journey a little further and give ourselves a much more robust exposure to machine learning with this new stage. We're going to be learning machine learning frameworks like PyTorch and TensorFlow so we can build out neural networks, convolutional neural networks that are used to build image classifiers, and transformers that form the basis of highly intelligent chatbots. We're also going to learn MLflow, which is an open source framework that lets you manage the entire life cycle of machine learning model development, including model training, experimentation, and deploying the models themselves. We're also going to get familiar with the tools that are available on big cloud providers, for example, SageMaker on AWS, that helps us deploy these machine learning models to the cloud. Okay, having learned all of that, you should now focus on full sending your learning journey into learning things that will help you ship applications that are powered by AI. You're going to focus on getting familiar with large language models. You're going to learn prompt engineering so you can get the most out of a large language model. You're going to understand retrieval augmented generation so you can go past the knowledge cutoff of large language models and still have them be up to date with the latest knowledge as things happen. You're going to learn to explore the vast library of open source AI models that is available to you on Hugging Face. You're going to learn to make truly intelligent human-like chatbots that are capable of tool use to do things like make calendar events, make phone calls, and browse the internet using a framework called LangChain. Understand the O and an X format and why it is super critical to use this format to make these models super interoperable. And then you're going to learn to use TensorRT to optimize the models for inference and make them run super fast, especially on NVIDIA chips. Inference and other AI workloads can take a lot of time, but that doesn't stop the influx of data and requests coming in. So you're going to have to learn how to use Kafka to decouple these two processes in a distributed manner. Okay, that was a bit of a speed run, but I hope that was useful in giving you an outline of everything you need to learn and get exposed to if you want to become a software engineer starting today. Good luck on your journey.